Well, fortunately, we're not all stuck in the same hotel room. So, we have a lot of time apart. There's a lot of time in between events, but, that does happen sometimes when there's a lot of close quarters. But, usually, if we're stuck together, we end up playing a lot of Chinese poker and take our frustrations out on each other that way at the poker table.
You have to tell the Scandinavian audience a little bit about yourself, your background in poker, just with a few words.
Yeah, well, I started playing poker in casinos soon after I graduated college. I went to Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and I was working as an engineer, and I just got a little bit bored with my job and started playing. And I got pretty good. I won a tournament, and then I met somebody from the MIT Blackjack team, and he basically recruited me to join the MIT Blackjack team. So I was both playing a little poker on the side, working, playing with the MIT Blackjack team, and I eventually quit my job, just started playing poker and blackjack full time, and now it's just poker.
Were you involved in the production of the movie as well?
I wasn't involved at all in the production of the movie, but a lot of the movie really seemed like it was me in some of those scenes. It was really made me feel like the old days. I think they changed the plot a lot. They changed a lot of the things, but there are a few scenes that really felt like what it felt like to be part of the MIT Blackjack team.
So what's your feeling going into the World Series of Poker in Europe?
Well, last year I was chip leader after a couple of days, and I was doing pretty well, and I just ran into a few hands and lost my chip lead and ended up finishing second table. So this year, I'm going to look to try to do the same things, but go a little bit further, make the final table, and win it. I think it's time that I win a major event instead of all the second places that I've been piling up over the last couple of years. Second place wouldn't be bad too. I'd still pay a lot of money, but I'm looking for first.
JJ, your colleague, John Joanda, won the event. Does he nag you about it?
Well, John Joanda won the event last year, and on the second to last day, we were at the same table, and he ended up knocking me out in a somewhat bad beat. I had the nut flush draw, and he had a gut shot straight flush draw, which meant that he only had one out to beat me on the flush side, and he had to make a random pair with his cards, and he rivered a pair to beat me, and that hurt. I was a pretty big advantage in that hand. I would have doubled up, but a bit above average, and in a good spot to go the whole distance. Instead, he knocked me out and went on to win the whole thing.
Do you have a last longer bet this year?
I haven't yet made any last longer bets for the main event. I did make a last longer bet at the PLO tournament, and about 20-30 minutes afterwards, the player that I made a bet with knocked me out, or crippled me, and then I got knocked out soon after on another pretty bad beat. So I haven't been doing so well with last longer bets and win bets this year. So I've got a bet with Phil Ivey at 100 to 1 for him. When there were 2,500 players last night, I made him 100 to 1 to win the main event. So right now, I could lose $2 million if he wins the main event.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
Heavy money, Andy.
That's enough to sweat.
I wish you all the best with the entrance. Let's meet during the first or second break, and
Sure.
we'll talk again. You'll tell us a bit more
Great.
about the game.
Thanks.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks a lot.